Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. Jon Jones, he has appeared once again in the headlines, and not for fighting. He does this quite often.
Yeah, he's got a knack for it.
He's got a knack for it. And recent one was him just on Twitter, right? Or X, whatever you want to call it. So he had a series of tweets that he put out. So let's look at some of these tweets. The first one, it says, getting half my finger cut off at the Las Vegas airport. Then the next tweet says, no. And then the next tweet says, stop before it starts. And then the next tweet says, do not come my hand. And then the next tweet says, do not call me. So it's very odd, right?
Right.
It almost sounds like he's gambling.
Yeah.
Right? Almost sounds like he's gambling. He's talking about Las Vegas, right? He doesn't really have a good track record in Las Vegas.
No.
Right.
He's been arrested in Las Vegas before. Like, he's had some issues, right, in Las Vegas. It's not a good town for Jon Jones, it seems.
Brings
right?
out the demons in some
brings
people.
Definitely brings out the demons. It's
It
like endless
enables
alcohol.
the demons. Yeah.
Probably, whatever drugs you really want is probably there, right? Las Vegas is
Yeah.
probably one of the party capitals of the world. And then you got gambling on top of that. And you're not just gambling with your money, you're gambling with a lot of things.
Man,
And,
everything is just set up for you to like go all in all ways. It's just
that's why all the movies are about, like, going to Vegas and getting a hotel suite or something, and then just going out and letting the night take you where it goes, right?
Just going crazy.
It was interesting living in Vegas just because it's either 100% that or 100% the opposite, and it just feels like you're working and just grinding because you avoid the strip and you avoid all of that.
Right.
But then the best way to avoid it is by working.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's just one or the other, really.
Does this concern you, like, if a fighter is, like, tweeting things, but the tweets don't really make sense? Does it concern you, or could he be just, like, high? Like, he smoked a joint, and he's just like, I'm going to fuck with people?
Right.
Because I think that's what Conor does most of the time.
That's what Conor does, but Jones doesn't have the same, like, track record of just, like, bullshittery in that way, I think.
Right, yeah.
Like, Jones's track record is, like, when he goes off, he's, like, committing misdemeanors or, like, straight up breaking the law. And I feel like just based on track record, like, if this was, like, a Conor McGregor thing, I'd be like, well, Conor's just on the coke.
Yeah.
But
It's another 11 p.m. Connor on Twitter, just going trigger happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think because it's Jon Jones, it's a bit more concerning. Because you're like, okay, well, Jones has had some really serious implications.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, what'd you do now, John? Like,
Yeah.
What's going on?
He definitely has addiction issues, right? It's just very clear. And, a lot of people deal with that. It's not like, he's special in that,
Yeah.
But yeah, like, him tweeting stuff, I don't know if that's, like, really concerning, to be honest with you. Because if he was getting arrested, then it's a different story.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
these are tweets.
Yeah, nothing official newsworthy came out, right?
Right? So is the media just overblowing this?
Probably.
It could be. Yeah, I think they probably put a little bit more scrutiny on him, just given his background and history and stuff. But so, like, anything that even remotely points to that conclusion again, I think people are pretty keen to jump on it.
I mean,
create headlines.
It's based on the history too, right? So, like, they're jumping on it because A, his, like, his status, but then B, the history of everything. I feel like if, like, Mike Perry did that or something, it wouldn't be news.
Right, yeah.
People might poke fun at it for a minute.
Yeah, it'd be funny, but
Yeah.
then, like, just kind of like...
Yeah, exactly. But we're sitting here talking about it because it's Jon Jones.
Yeah, and it, and also we're talking about it because it's making the headlines, right?
Well, yeah.
And it's like, okay, is this headline worthy? Should we be concerned for Jon Jones? and not really like concerned for Jon Jones because we don't really know Jon Jones.
Yeah.
Like we've met Jon Jones,
Right.
Yeah.
but we don't know him, right? We're not friends with him.
Right.
We're not around him. We don't see him every day.
Yeah, there was
right?
no like personal interaction.
No, there is none, right? It's just Jon Jones is a fighter. He is an athlete, right? He's an extreme case of an athlete.
Yeah.
And he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. So whenever you create like a status for yourself, of course they're gonna jump on many things, and Jon Jones is probably one of the biggest targets.
Yeah.
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 For the
100%.
media, right? And then when he tweets stuff, like tweets are tweets, man. Like people are putting out tweets all the time. Don't make any sense.
Right. Like you can't put a lot of weight on a tweet. Like Elon Musk is probably another like good example of just like being a troll on Twitter or X, of just like responding to things, but not particularly thoughtfully, but just like, okay, let's see how much I can annoy this person, or like how much I can get a response out of, out of this like statement kind of.
It's status. Like you mentioned Elon Musk, right? If it wasn't Elon Musk, then it wouldn't be a big deal. It'd
Right.
just be some person on Twitter
Just
responding.
another dude in the comment section.
Yeah.
Elon Musk could respond to some guy talking about chimichangas at the local Mexican restaurant,
go.
and Elon Musk will just comment on that and saying like delicious, and then
Yeah.
that's a headline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people will jump on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the headline. It's like, oh, Elon Musk, he loves chimichangas. It's the headline on
it just turns into a whole
Forbes.com.
thing.
Yeah. It's like all he says is like yum or something, and
Yeah.
that'll pop.
Yeah.
That'll
So
absolutely
that's we're just talking shit, but I'm saying like Jon Jones, should we be concerned though? I don't think so, man.
Not until an allocation comes up.
Yeah,
or
until like an
something.
official
Exactly.
report of
Unless he
something.
walks up with like missing finger,
Yeah.
like
True.
he's like part of the Yakuza now or something.
Right,
like what's
right.
going on, Jon Jones? Did you join the Las Vegas chapter of the Yakuza?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Holy shit.
Imagine if
Like,
Imagine if he was in debt to the Japanese Yakuza.
That would
like,
somehow
in
fit.
Vegas somehow.
Yeah,
I was
some-
watching Training Day the other day, right? And in that movie, right?
King Kong.
Yeah,
got
well,
shit
Denzel
on me.
Washington in the movie,
Uh-huh.
he's a dirty cop, and the reason why he's in the situation in Training Day is because he went to Las Vegas and beat up the wrong Russians, and then he was in debt to them for like $1 million or something like that,
Yeah.
right? And if he didn't come up with $1 million, then they're gonna come kill him, right?
Right.
Hey, it's Jon Jones in that situation with the Yakuza.
Yeah.
We could create that narrative
Hey, he needs another
From-
fight for that millie.
from these tweets, right?
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, like I don't think we should be concerned about Jon Jones.
Right.
People are concerned because they want to see him come back to fight.
yeah.
And that's completely his choice, right? Is he injured? Who knows? Is he training? Who knows? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
he's very selective of what he puts out
Yeah.
on his social media, so you don't really see him on other people's social media as well.
Mm.
And when you get to that stage, you have to be very careful of who you're around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think even like other fighters like Islam, Makhachev, and like those type like Volkanovski, these guys have to be very careful
Yeah.
of who's around and what what type of people are around as well. You know what I mean? You don't want some idiots around you
Yeah.
stirring the pot, so to say, taking sneak videos or
For sure.
and people are weird, man.
Yeah, they'll
They'll
put you.
chase the clout, the
Yeah.
fame in any way
100%.
that they can.
Yeah, they'll look at all your actions like basically under a microscope, just because you've got some status on you or a
Yeah.
big platform.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So Jon Jones, we should not be concerned until the Yakuza is after him.
Yeah.
And it's
And
You
he's in
know.
the middle of Vegas with a missing finger, beating up Japanese guys, going, "King Kong ain't got shit on me."
that's right. I hope so. I hope not I hope so. I hope not. I hope not. I hope that's not the situation. And Jon Jones is walking around Vegas with a half a finger.
Yeah.
What a movie!
And it reminds me of like when I chopped off my brother's finger, right? When we were young.
Jesus
My brother's been through some-
Damn.
my brother just through some adversity growing up. But my brother, I think he was maybe, I don't even know how old he was, maybe like 3 years old or something, 4 years old.
Lord.
And I was like maybe 7 or 8, something like that. And you know, like little brothers, they follow you around.
Yeah, they do.
And then I just got annoyed by that for after after a while you get annoyed. And
you
you
just went chop on.
no. There was no knives involved. But like he was following me around or something. And then like I was like, man, stop following me around. And he had his hand in the door, and I just slammed the door and it, like, chopped off like the half of his pinky. You know, like where the nail is.
Yeah.
Chopped off half of that.
Oh, okay.
And then I thought he was dead because you're a kid.
Yeah,
and you go to
you
hospital,
just saw the
right?
blood and-
And you think they're dead. So I'm like by the window, like in the movies, like where someone's like at the window, like looking out the window all far.
It's
waiting.
raining.
Oh yeah.
And that was me. And then my brother came and he was alive, and I was like, oh damn, thank God, right?
They killed this music video.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But Jon Jones, watch out, fingers, man.
Fingers.
They're dangerous.
They are.